Good morning, everyone. So today we're about to begin our hikes here in Gros Morne National Park in western Newfoundland. So we had planned to do every single hike here within the park. However, we're already facing some obstacles as several of them are closed. So the one that we were going to do this morning called Stuckless Pond is closed due to the bridge being ruined by some flooding. So instead we're going to be doing the Lomond River hike this morning. Despite our disappointing start, we are excited to begin our hiking in Gros Morne National Park. Heading to the Lomond River Trail, we knew we were in for some stunning views, simply based on our drive. This 8-kilometer or 5-mile hike is considered a moderate level hike. With an elevation gain of over 40 meters, or 130 feet, I believe the moderate rating is due to the distance alone. Although some steep sections of the trail exist, the majority is relatively flat. With the recent rain, we decided to pack our umbrellas and hiking boots, expecting the trails to be muddy and for more rain to fall. So we have our first little obstacle today, and it gives us a little sense of why the suspension bridge is closed due to flooding. So we have our first animal sighting. Although it was just a toad, we were excited to see our first creature of the hike. Newfoundland is known for its moose population, and despite others' mixed feelings about the animal, we were determined to find one on our trip. So our first stop on this hike is actually a 300-meter detour to the lookout of this lake, and I think it's more than worth it. So even within this new hike, we got a bridge that's out. So at the moment, we're 0 and 2 when it comes to bridges in our hikes. This one, however, is quite far into the hike, and there is no mention of the trail being closed like there was for the other ones, so perhaps they have a way around for us. Playing around with camera movements proved more impactful than I first thought. Coming out of that really spun you out, huh? So despite what our videos looked like in the first couple days, we've had a bit of rain, and luckily it's been mostly in the evenings and overnights. However, still with trails like this, the big rains that we've been having overnight are making the trails for a nice, slippery, muddy mess today. So I'm glad we each have suitable hiking boots, which I would definitely recommend for this trail, because it looks like it does get muddy often, as they have pieces of wood scattered throughout the trail for you to step on in order to get across some of the really wet spots. So if you're coming to this trail, keep that in mind and choose some appropriate footwear. As we continued on our hike, we reflected on how enjoyable these less popular trails were. No crowds, lots of beauty, and uninterrupted time with nature. The damp conditions of the trail proved interesting at times. Despite this very minor incline, I still had issues going up the ramp.
Oh yeah.
If you let it, the wood here when it gets wet, super slippery. Hon, is this the trail? Are you sure? Is this the trail?
That's why I say I need a sword.
You need a machete. Yeah, a special type of sword that you can think of it as. Nice. See, this is what I was looking for. Place that opened up. So we simply stopped here. We thought this was the absolutely perfect place to have a bite to eat. So remember, when you're hiking, especially longer trails like this, make sure you're bringing some snacks and make sure you're bringing some water. And a perfect place it was. One of my favorite contrasts are when the mountains meet a body of water like this. In this area, the trees grow taller than anywhere else in the park. The peacefulness of the river could be felt as we sat and enjoyed our lunch. Back on the trail, we found other spots that were just as beautiful as our lunch stop. Well, it's our second full day here in Newfoundland, our first day here in Gros Morne National Park, and Newfoundland, you're not disappointed at all. Look at the stunning views If I were to do it over again, I would take my break here. I wouldn't have gone just here up the coast. I would have waited until I got to this area. There is a tree that is knocked over that would be the perfect bench. And I mean, just look at that view. So consider that. If you guys are looking at taking a break, it's about an hour into the hike. If you don't do the first split off, it's about an hour and a half into the hike if you do. For some reason, we were the only people in the parking lot this morning, and I don't understand why. This hike is absolutely gorgeous. You get the river views, the terrain is interesting, so it varies depending on where you're at. So here we're nice open spaces, or you're right into the middle of the forest and it encompasses you, and it's absolutely beautiful. A stunning hike. If you've never done this hike in Gros Morne, I encourage you to do it. I think everybody's ready.
Okay.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Mm.
To our surprise, we ended up at what seemed to be a brand new path. Yeah, because it looks like they were here recently in order to create this path. Maybe this whole path was wiped out and they brought this in. Maybe this is why maybe you don't have to cross the bridge now that they've redone all this.
Okay.
I don't know, that's just a guess, but looking at the rest of the trail and looking at this is brand new.
After you.
It's like a rabbit pellet.
Got bigger.
World's largest rabbit. So the Easter Bunny lives here apparently. As far as I know, he's the world's largest rabbit.
Stinky.
Well, it is poo. What do you expect? Just as I said, I think. See, here is the river, and there used to be a bridge here, and now there definitely is not.
That's why blocks?
Yeah, I think they must have just. This is to divert. Because look over here. Here's that bridge.
Oh yeah. Bridge?
Right? That's not much of a bridge.
That one.
Yeah, you see it now?
Yeah. I thought only that one.
Oh, they do have that, and that's probably where we will cross. Because the trail does continue right over there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
big changes here due to the storm. Ooh. You probably think twice about crossing this if you had to get more than your ankles. It's quite cold. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's good. Long legs. Well, sandy. You're not supposed to dig it from the very bottom. Yeah, all right. Doesn't look very far, but it's farther than you think. Hey! Good job, sweetheart. High five. I'm gonna wait for you to notice. Nothing. I said I was gonna wait for you to notice. There's a noticeably uphill climb ahead of us.
Like Corner Brook?
Like what? Yeah, Corner Brook. I thought Halifax was a hilly city. Corner Brook is a hilly city. Our final push up the hill took us away from the river at the base of the mountain we descended. We had finished the highlight of the trail, but that didn't mean the surprises were done. Look how like this is just so different.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It was so green that this side, and
Yeah.
then this side is so red.
So it does seem at one end of this trailhead they have quite a big open field for camping. Now I could be wrong, but this from back here looks like a birch bark canoe, like old school. Wow, it sure is. This is an old birch bark canoe. Amazing. Birch bark canoes were the principal means of water exploration of Indigenous people in eastern Canada. Highly skilled craftsmen use materials found in nature to create a sturdy and waterproof boat used in fishing and transportation. I was thrilled to see one in person. Ahead of you where Akane is the Kill Devil Camp. We do see a sign for the parking down this trail. I don't believe that it's the same parking lot that we started at. However, we're going to take it, see where it goes, and then we may just take the road the rest of the way back to the car. Our walk back to the car allowed us to see the effects of the recent flooding. A new bridge was built around the corner from our river crossing. It was very apparent the park staff spent a lot of time redirecting the flow of the river, cleaning up the natural wreckage that was causing problems. So before we wrap up this video, I just want to take a quick second and thank Parks Canada for all their support of the channel and for helping us out with getting a Discovery Pass. So if you're not sure what it is, a Discovery Pass is a seasonal pass that's good for 1 year and allows you into each and every single one of Park Canada's national parks, national historic sites, anything to do with Park Canada. This will get you in for free. So I want to thank you. We are taking full advantage of it and we are enjoying your beautiful, beautiful Gros Morne Park. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you really enjoyed the video. It was such a beautiful hike. Going down by the river was stunning. It really made it was really the highlight of the entire hike. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. I hope you subscribe. We're going to be doing some amazing stuff while we're here in Newfoundland. And then of course, we're always moving on to the next amazing location. If you're one of my subscribers, I want to thank you for watching all the way through another one of my videos, and I hope you enjoyed it as you have been this entire time. Either way, I hope to see each and every one of you in the next